Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be looking at Liesel the Water Vampire. So, Liesel's a unit that isn't very commonly used, as far as I'm aware. I haven't seen much on him recently. So I want to take a look at, with you guys, the kind of teams that he's actually viable against. There aren't too many, but he is good against, like, Carcano comps, etc. So we're going to be looking into what he's good against. So there's two builds that I want to try out with him in this video. The first is going to be one that kind of capitalizes off his unit type. He is an HP unit, which no longer actually benefits his skills anymore. So I honestly, I want him to be an attack type. I'm kind of hoping Com2S will fix that for him. We're going to maximize his extra HP that he gets from his base type to try to put him on a Rage Will set. We're going to use him in Shield Will Cleave. So the extra HP actually is kind of viable. We're going to look at his skills real quick because I need to explain why he only has 27% crit rate. So his first skill, he attacks twice, heals based off the inflicted damage. His second skill, he can decrease attack power and attack speed with a 75% chance, and he also has a chance to block beneficial effects, which this does go up to 100% chance. And then his third skill, he attacks all enemies 5 times, and this attack always crits on fire monsters, which is why we have him at low crit rate. We're going to try to just make use of that. It's guaranteed crit, so he doesn't actually need crit rate for that, though it only works against fire monsters. So if you want to use him the way I am in Shield Will Cleave, you're going to have to make sure that you have another unit that is there able to clean up and kill the other units. But this does get through Carcano's glancing passive, which is why it's nice. And then each attack also has a 20% chance to defense break for 2 turns, and then the damage increases as the enemy's HP status decreases. So I will say the defense break kind of sucks. It needs to be it needs to be higher. If you're trying to use him as his own defense breaker, it gets kind of dangerous, because if he doesn't defense break on the first hit, the second hit, or the third hit, that you're losing out on a lot more damage. And then he has an HP dungeon leader skill. I don't know if anyone actually uses him for this, but it's something he has. Okay, so let's look at the runes real quick. I love putting on my rage runes with no crit rate on units that have guaranteed crits, so that's kind of what the goal was here. Just attack percent. This one had a lot of attack percent. It was nice. We have attack percent, slot 2 and 6 here. And then this one, I think I actually got most of my crit rate from this rune. And then we have both the will runes here. That will rune has a lot of attack percent, crit damage. And then artifacts, I went with, I had an HP type artifact with a bunch of additional damage on it, and so I thought I'd put it on him because his third skill hits 5 times, so we get more value out of it. It is a defense main stat, though, which is unfortunate. And then a little more additional damage from his water artifact. So that's the first build we're going to try. I'll get into what the second one is later, but we're going to go through and try him out on the Shield Will comp and see how that goes. So I'm going to cut to a match. Okay, so this is the first comp we're going to be trying to hit it into. This is the team I've been liking to use him with. It's going to be Galleon, Water Vampire, and Ryan, the Water Neostone fighter. So Galleon is just on, Shield Will fight. The runes aren't really impressive or anything. Ryan, though, is going to be on Rage Will as well. And if you haven't seen my video on Ryan, he's a unit that he has guaranteed crits on his third skill as well. So I like to use this team low crit rate all around the board and just maximize stats. This one's on Rage. So And it works well against this comp because we have Vigor here who can use his second skill and it does anti-crit. So these skills will still crit. It's guaranteed crit, so we don't worry about anti-crit. We don't worry about Carcano's passive, which has the... No, it's not his passive. His second skill that has the glancing thing. And then, you know, we still have a unit that can kill Triana potentially as well. So... And there's other units you can use in place of the Water Neostone Fighter. I think probably the best example I think after this is not that one, that's the wrong one. The Water Burman. I made a video on him as well, actually. He does really well against Triana. So as long as we take out the Carcano and can deal with the Vigor, he will solo Triana. So that's a unit you could also use, potentially. All right, so we let them go first, and then we get to go. I'm actually going to hit this Triana, because she's defense broken, so we're going to see if we can take her out. All right, we didn't kill her, but Water Vampire should kill her with his third skill. And there's dead Carcano, and we got Ryan cleaning up the Vigor. So let's hit this a couple times just to see how consistent it is. All right, Triana is not using her immunity. Ah, but we didn't defense breaker this time. So we're going to hit the Vigor. We actually just blasted the Vigor. So now we can cycle with Ryan, and then we'll get our skills back up. We're going to do our best to take out this Triana. She might take a little bit of time, but... Now, the only downside of having crit rate, no crit rate, is that the Water Vampire's first and second skills don't actually do damage. But really, it's his big nuke skill that we're looking for anyway. Okay, I saw a Carcano Vigor Huadam comp, and I wanted to hit it, so... Here we are. It should be the same principle pretty much. All right, good defense break from Galleon. We're going to get the Huadam a bit low. Oh, we actually just kill him. Okay. And then bam. Dead Carcano, and then we just have to clean up this Vigor. All right. Let's find another team to hit. I want to try taking it into this comp. I don't know, the Susano, Orion, Garo comps, I don't know if those are actually still, like, around. I think they've fallen out of meta, but I want to show that it can work against these comps, just in case, you know, people do still use these and see these in Siege. I personally just don't see them anymore, but as we see here, Orion derped, which means we're free to just wipe them. Ryan's guaranteed crit against the Susano passive. We have Water Vampire who kills Garo here. And we just take out Orion. Let's do it one more time to see if Orion uses third skill. Okay, so he does use Harmless Prank. And he does... All right, unfortunate. Unfortunate for us, but Ryan should be able to clean this up. And then I think we're going to try to... Okay, we didn't do enough damage to hurt this Orion. All right, but he's down. So we should be okay to just take out this. Yeah, here we go. And then dead Garo. We can try to hit one of these with the chilling. It's a little bit risky because he's going to strip us, but it should be okay. If he uses his second skill, we're fine. He actually just procs and does both. Okay, so they're tuned correctly in the way that Triana goes afterwards. So I'm actually going to hit the Carcano to help get him a little bit lower so that Water Vampire can just go through and take him out. And let's see if we can we can take out the chilling, Ryan should be okay against this Triana. There's the buff block. Okay, that should be, so chilling's down. I think Ryan should be okay to 1v1 this Triana. It depends on how her sleeps are going to be, but... Okay, there we go. That should be fun. Okay, so this is the build I wanted to try out. Additionally, it's going to be just on Rage, Blade. We have Attack, Crit Damage, Attack. These are my Julie runes I just threw on here, because I think that'll be a fine standard measurement here. One thing I will point out is the Water Vampire has fairly low base attack. I think 670 isn't anything amazing. So, while I can get pretty high attack on my Julie, it's not as much here. He does still have his artifacts from before. So, this could be attack percent, but there's a bunch of additional damage, and I think it's going to be fine here. And then these are just the standard Julie runes if you want to see. So we're going to try to be using him like we would Julie normally. So we're going to go with our Wayne and our Konamiya to boost him, and we're going to outspeed. Now he does have his chance to defense break, so it can help. Hopefully it works. We're going to see. We'll do some testing. Okay. So of course we get the first turn because my Wayne's awesome. We're going to boost the Water Vampire. And it will be a guaranteed crit on the Carcano. We do have a 100% crit rate, so this is going to help us do damage to the other enemies. But let's see if we can get a good defense break on this Carcano. Alright, so we did not. We didn't defense break until the end there, I'm pretty sure. And that is the big issue with using this guy. Like, using him as the defense breaker, I think, is the big problem. Let's try again to see if we can get an earlier. I like having him in the Galleon setup because Galleon can defense break. And then if Galleon misses something, then the Water Vampire has a chance to set up defense break for our other unit. But it's just not reliable enough. But maybe we get it earlier this time. Come on. Let me get it earlier this time. It's only a 25% chance each hit. I think potential buffs ideas, they really have to raise this defense break chance. Has to be way higher. And I personally wish they just make the whole skill be a guaranteed crit. That would be amazing, but maybe that's too strong. What do you guys think? It's kind of weird that he only is a guaranteed crit against fire units, but he does have his buff block there. So we got the Carcano sooner this time. Let's see if we can crit on the first skill. Okay, we do. Okay, 8K per hit wasn't terrible. Other than that, they should probably increase his more damage. Yes, a little additional damage out there. I think they should change his unit type to attack. I don't know why he's still an HP type when nothing benefits from HP on him, but kind of strange. This wouldn't be a test if we didn't try to hit the Shina Martina twins comp. This is the same one I usually hit all the time. So we know they're pretty sturdy. My Julie can wipe this team, but let's see if the Water Vampire can. Can we get a defense break on this Shina? We did not get our defense break, and so now we're just dead. Okay. Unless with the power of Wayne. No, okay. All right, let's try it again. Now, I wouldn't say this comp I'm using right now is one I recommend to people. It's, as we could see, we didn't even defense break. It's very dependent on, like, the defense break. These are some tanky twins, though. I think the shield will is more something I'd recommend. It's easier to rune. Not needing crit rate on him is really nice. I really like units like that. Okay, but can we get a defense break? So yeah, I really like units like that where you don't have to invest in certain stats. We didn't defense break until the end. Cobb to us, please. Please buff the defense break rate. And I know that I don't have like accuracy on him, but I'm not getting resisted. Like against these twins, the twins aren't resisting me. It's just that I'm not activating the defense break chance early on. Okay, so it's not going to work against them. Saw Carcano, Vigor, and Light Kung Fu Girl. Let's see if we can blast this comp. They don't have any will, so if we defense break, they should all die. Hey, there we go. Vigor does survive, but that's down. Very nice. Okay, I do want to try it against the the twins in Hudam. Julie, I love wrecking these comps with Julie, so let's see if Water Vampire can do the same. All right, we take out the Hudam, actually. So then we should be okay. Maybe one more for consistency here. Okay, so same thing. Ah, but this time... Okay. Okay. Maybe. What if I... Okay, I stun you. Come on, Konami, don't proc on me. He's just dead, isn't he? All right. Did not work. That's a fail. Okay. All right, last team we're going to hit here is the Carcano Chilling Triana. It all pretty much functions the same. We land our defense break. Something should die. Oh, wow. There we go. We actually landed our defense break early on. So I think with a higher defense break chance, he'd be a lot more usable. But this unit really does need buffs in some capacity. We do have a balance patch probably coming up soon that I'm hoping for. You know, maybe we could talk about some buff ideas for this guy in the comments down below. I would like to know like who is using him and in what kind of comps, what teams do you like to use him with, what units. It's not limited to water, so you know whatever units he works with, let me know. It'll be helpful for everyone. But yeah, I really want a balance patch soon, and so I could have some new units to play with and try out. Because I'll be making videos on each unit that gets a buff or change, just so we can see kind of what goes on with them. So I hope Come To Us announces one soon. We're probably going to get it after, I think it's yeah, we have like Tourney Siege going on or something. So once that's done, hopefully we'll get a balance patch. But if you guys did enjoy, do let me know in the comments down below. And thanks for stopping by, and I will see you all in the next video. All right. Bye-bye, everybody.